Welcome to part 4 of the Metroid Zero Mission Commentary, ladies and gentlemen. What say we head to Torian?
Don't you mean the Metroid Other M commentary?
No. Wait, you want to open up this can? Oh, you want to buckle down this rodeo, do you?
I'm kidding. I don't plan on dwelling on Other M this part. Not this part, anyway.
Oh, fuck.
I might save it for Chozodia, because I do have some things to say. But it would be more...
you're talking about the Chozo parents Sam had. Sam, I call it
Sam.
Well,
Yeah, it could work as shorthand.
Yeah, no, one of the Gandrea, was it? The hunter
Gandrea
called her Sammy, I think it was. So yeah, you know.
She was the first to die. No.
She's the third. She's the last one to die.
She's the last one to die, yeah. The cool one is the first one to die. Oh, wait, shut the pun. Fuck! I didn't mean that.
But no,
I love how the only reason you made that jump over there was because the knockback knocked you forward onto the ledge. No, the kind of shit that saves your life in Castlevania all the time.
it saved your life roughly about as much as it kills you in Castlevania.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So since you've already beaten Ridley and you've gotten the screw attack, what do you have left to do before you go to Torian?
Clean up.
Right now I'm doing some Norfair cleanup.
Yeah, I got some super missiles right here.
Yeah, this is a bit of a weird part right here. You have to let this enemy thaw out and then freeze him again close enough to the ledge so you can grab it. And I just
screw
it
attack.
Fuck it.
So now I got a bomb jump up there because I really don't feel like waiting for this
the
one.
slowdown between the
water physics are severely, they're screwing up your bomb jumps like nothing else. You got yourself out, and after that it's roses.
Yeah, this is another one of those where you're probably better off waiting until you get the space jump from Chozodia, but you have the means to get this missile tank now, so just go for it.
You know, sometimes in a game that tries to have this kind of atmosphere but has really gamey concepts like the bomb jump, like the bomb
Sit
jump.
squarely on your ass and then press this button.
Oh, that's what I'm gonna call the jet boots in Beyond Good and Evil from now on, the bum jump. But the gamey concepts like the bomb jump, you just at some point your inner fanfic writer starts trying to noodle out what is Samus Aran's mindset when she's bomb jumping all over the place, you know?
I need to get up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like okay, what do we know about Samus's personality? Well, Other M casts her as an emotionless, stoic puppet sort of character, but somehow in spite of that, I think even if she were to bomb jump in Other M, I think internally she would just be going wee the entire time. I know I would.
I love that the screw attack makes getting through these. You don't have to use the. I mean, I like the morph ball cannons. They're fun, but they're also kind of annoying. So I like that you can just skip all this stuff with the screw attack.
Yeah. And they really went deep with the alternate methods of getting from point A to point B. Like, you would think that, well, wait, if I decided to go here before I went here, wouldn't this mean I would get potentially jammed if I accidentally took this pathway here? But no, there is always another means of getting out of the area. For instance, if you decide to go to Ridley first before going to Crate, that means you don't have Speed Booster. And Speed Booster is how you're supposed to get out of Ridley once you defeat him. But there is a secret tunnel to the right that you can use Morph Ball to get into and get out the normal way.
You know what they must have had to do for every part of the game, so this takes some serious credit. And it's probably why the game is so short now that I think about it. They must have looked at every area and thought, how do you traverse this if you only have such and such upgrades?
Yeah, if you're normal Samus, how do you get out of here?
Yeah, so it's
someone will find a way.
Yeah.
it goes to show how polished the game is.
Yes.
But I think that also, like, putting that much polish probably had something to do with how short the game is, because if the game was even, like, 2 areas bigger, it probably, like, they would have had to do a lot of work to make
all the time they spent polishing the game, they couldn't have enough time to add more to it.
Well, with every new area, that exponentially increases the amount of time they have to spend, going over every pixel, making sure that you can get out of a room if you want to keep it this open. So, that was supposed to be ominous, but no, you had to skip the thing at the beginning of the game. Yeah, whatever. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So do you, in the original Metroid, do you have to beat Ridley and Kraid in order to get to Torian?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a similar kind of thingy there?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, instead of like these two big statues, it's just a recolor of Ridley and Kraid's sprite.
Yeah.
Well, that's lame.
Yeah, they're supposed to like represent statues, like miniature statues of them, and once you defeat them...
Oh, that's more like Super Metroid with the giant statue with all the bosses on it. Okay.
Yeah, but Metroid 1 was literally just a recolor of Kraid and Ridley that you would shoot and they would rise up when you beat them.
You know what I like about?
Oh god, it's the final boss of the game, the Rinkas. I hate these things so much.
No,
they're not that bad.
What Gaming Brit called the Fire Cheerios. They brought these back in Other M. They brought a lot of enemies back in Other M under the premise.
They fucking hurt in Other M.
Yeah,
they hurt in this game too. They're the only part
not to the extent of Other M. Other M, they made them obnoxiously strong.
I only played Other M once, so I don't remember how much damage each individual enemy does. Okay, but yeah, these things are easily the most annoying part of Mother Brain's boss fight. Also, the Metroids are kind of lame in this game. Like.
Well, you have super missiles in this game.
I do like. Well, it's kind of hard to see because John is just blitzing this game, but it slightly blends into the background. But there are dead space pirates everywhere in this laboratory in this version. Did they have those in the original?
No. In fact, like I said, there were no space pirates at all.
Yeah,
like in
it's
the
like,
first Metroid game.
In context, you can tell that when you enter Torian, it's supposed to be Space Pirate headquarters, and the Metroids have gotten out and killed the Space Pirates and all that. But you don't actually see the perpetrators of the entire situation, apart from Mother Brain, I suppose.
Well, yeah, well, like, what is Mother Brain doing when she realizes all of the Space Pirates are dead? It's just like...
Nothing, for I am a giant brain.
She's sitting in her tube, occasionally going, "Hey guys, anyone out there? I need someone to unplug me and get me out of here."
Well, actually, that's probably why Ridley was coming over. Mother Brain was like, "Ridley, I'm stuck in my tube again. Okay, Mom, I'm coming." And then Samus kills him before she can get down and help. And then she's like, "Where is that no good Ridley of mine?"
Well, it should be said, Mother Brain is originally of Chozodian origin.
Yeah.
She's
a supercomputer made by the Chozos.
Yeah, she has nothing to do with the Space Pirates.
Oh, so they just like
I
hijacked her.
I thought Mother Brain was supposed to be the leader of the space.
No, that was always Ridley.
It was never clear to me. I thought like whether Mother Brain was the leader or whether Ridley was the leader and Mother Brain was just their computer or.
I would say Mother Brain is the leader of this operation, but not the leader of the Space Pirates.
Okay, because it's kind of weird, because in other Metroid games, like in Metroid Prime 3, the brain things I always thought were supposed to be...
Oh, the like Aurora units.
Yeah, they were supposed to be a precursor to Mother Brain, or like related to Mother Brain, and in Other M, there was like the not Mother Brain lady thing. I don't really remember how it went. So, yeah, I don't know. Mother Brain just never really seemed all that cool to me. Like, it's a brain in a tube.
For I am giant brain.
Yeah.
And I always thought that the Mother Brain in Super Metroid looked kind of stupid looking. Personally.
It's a giant brain dinosaur.
But it was a great twist if you played the original Metroid beforehand.
Yeah, the thing about Mother Brain in Super Metroid though is that she makes a hell of a lot more sense in sprite form than she did in CG. So
that opening CG cutscene is still cool.
Oh, it is, but it also makes Mother Brain look incredibly stupid.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot how much the wall jump completely destroys this escape sequence.
Well, it would if I didn't fall down like a dumbass.
Was this?
Oh no! Speedrun ruins.
These blocks that break when you land on them. Did they do that in the original?
No,
I believe
they were just blue platforms that got smaller and smaller the higher you went up.
Oh, how about that? An escape sequence with an actual sense of danger for once.
Save the animals, John. Save the animals.
Yeah, there are no animals here.
Well, we're not blowing up the planet, just Torian.
In fact, we're absolutely fine just staying here. Because this place is intact when we return. for 100%.
Well, the explosion probably sent some fire through it, but...
Well, that's what I always liked about Super Metroid was that Torian looked like it got blown up.
Yeah.
Which was
and it does here, too, when we revisit it. Because you can revisit Torian here once you get your powered-up suit.
There's no reason to, but you can't.
Oh, you have to for 2 items.
Yeah, it's just a nice touch, though.
Yeah.
Oh, so now this is a part of the game that I was severely shocked when I first played it, because everybody knows that the original Metroid ended with blowing up Mother Brain and escaping the planet. So I get to the scene, and then I'm like, what? Space pirates? And then you end up getting shot down, and there's more game after. I remember being, like, legitimately surprised that this happened the first time I played.
Yeah.
I was, too.
Surprise epilogue chapter. And now you have to play as Zero Suit Samus, which is interesting, because those kind of situations in games where you're bereft of all your equipment and have to survive on your bare-bones skills for a little while, like, say, as humorous as it was, the Raiden running around naked after the torture sequence.
I was about to bring that up, actually.
Yeah, when you get over the fact that Raiden is running around covering his crotch doing flip jumps everywhere, it's a really tense sequence because you don't have the tools you've gotten used to using to cheese stealth sequences.
Yeah. But in the case that Raiden's Zero Suit is literally a Zero Suit.
Oh, yeah, I hope that you got a lot of energy tanks, because every enemy in this area does a whole tank of damage. And this is probably the hardest part of the game, by far.
If you're going low percent specifically, yes.
And now we find that Samus does indeed know how to crouch. That thing they couldn't program in the original game, which gave birth
Why
to
can't Samus crawl?
Why can't Metroid crawl? I don't know, but Samus can. All right, now we have a new area for this game. We're going to go more into it in the beginning of... Oh, no, actually, because we were getting a lot of done today, but this is the mothership. The Space Pirate Mothership.
It's one of the biggest areas in the game,
too. Yeah, it is... If not the biggest, it's definitely one of the biggest. Now, I will go on and on and on and argue how this could be the wrecked ship from Super Metroid, despite developers saying, no, they're not one and the same.
Well, the wreck ship's to the right and this is to the left.
Yeah, no, this is to the right of Criteria.
It is?
Mm-hmm. We'll see later on when we escape this place, but the wreck ship the mothership is in the exact same fucking location as the wrecked ship in Super Metroid. There are a lot of callbacks to the wrecked ship in this place.
Well, who said that it wasn't the wrecked ship?
I believe it was the director of this game, Yoshio Sakamoto. Who's been involved with Metroid since the first game, I want to add.
Yeah, they to bring up Gaming Brit again, he sort of called him the George Lucas of the series.
Yeah, yeah, that's a really well defined comparison.
Well,
I would say.
It's
Sakamoto was in charge of the story for Other M as well, so in more ways than one.
People bitch about him when it comes to that game a lot. I think it's one of those things where if it's only something that he said, like in an interview or something, then it's kind of got questionable canonness. Oh, I'm not seeing her. I guess I should just turn around and leave.
It's questionable in the sense that at some point the series is going to be in someone else's hands, and they're going to ignore everything he says, which is exactly what happened with Star Wars, by the way. Because we're allowed to have Wookiees with lightsabers again. George Lucas said no Wookiees with lightsabers.
What Sakamoto says be damned, the mothership is the wrecked ship from Super Metroid. It just makes too much sense for it to be. And again, like, there are callbacks in this ship to the wrecked ship. Like the theme that plays when you first enter the mothership that gets immediately replaced by the time you get spotted. That's a remix of the wrecked ship theme.
Oh, it is.
There are enemies here that you see in the wrecked ship, like the little sphere enemies that
the gonk droids.
The gonk droids. Those were in the wrecked ship. The enemies from Metroid Prime that were attracted to your charge beam, the little circular things. I forgot their names.
Oh, those guys.
Yeah,
well, the wrecked ship might not be the same ship, but it
has to be the exact same fucking ship.
I'm saying, let me finish. It might not be the same exact ship, but it might be a similar class ship in the Space Pirate Armada.
Well, it feels kind of redundant for them to put in a ship that gets blown up and then be like, no, a different ship got blown up in his on Zevis now. It feels a little bit redundant
Now,
to do it like that.
Now, in terms of scope, the wreck ship is nowhere near as big as the mothership, but I take that as a sign of deterioration. It blows up at the end of this game. But it just granted, we don't know how much time takes place between this game and Super, but I always figured not much time passed. So to me, mothership and wreck ship are one and the same. It just makes the most sense.
You're going through this area a lot faster than I did the first time I played the game. Though.
That's the power.
Well, he knows what he's doing.
That's the power of wall jumps, and if you know what you're doing, you can pretty much just go about this. Unless the wall jumps like they do that to me.
Well, it also goes to show Samus's inherent athleticism as well, because all of her ability to wall jump is innate. It's not due to the suit in any given way. She's just naturally that strong.
Actually, on a meta note, I get the feeling that this entire sequence with Zero Suit Samus is the reason the jump in Zero Mission is so much faster, because the floaty spinning jump doesn't make a whole lot of sense when you're not in the power suit.
Well, I suppose it could have something to do with gravity. Considering
also,
that's assuming Planet Zebeth works under Earth's gravity rules.
Yeah, but also on a more functional note, if you spent too much time in the air, it would be difficult to avoid getting shot by space pirates.
Yeah.
Well, they normally just try to ram into you, because when they shoot, they stop, they open up their things, and they go phew. And I mean, you're still probably going to get hit anyway, but it's usually you'll take more touch damage than shooting damage.
My point is, when you're going up and down faster, it's more evasive.
Yes. Yeah. Also, I love that statue. Draw me like one of your Chozo girls. Oh, you just don't give a shit, and because
you can manipulate the Space Pirates AI pretty easily.
They're pretty dumb.
There is one moment later down, though, this escape sequence that just bites me in the ass so hard because of a misplaced wall jump. You'll see it, because I leave it in.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing about the Space Pirates is that they're dumb, but they do so much damage, I hate running into them.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just kind of silly. Okay, I know we're using a stun pistol right now, right? But if you stun an enemy in the air, they stay exactly where they are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you, Samus.
It freezes time.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you with my lobster claws. I'm gonna get. Oh no, she's running away.
I always identified space pirates look like some sort of giant lobster people, and Zero Mission makes a cannon.
Crab people.
Well, the space pirates tend to change their...
the game slowed down because of how many space pirates are there.
Yeah.
Run away!
Man, you are just so failing at stealth right now, man.
Yeah.
But
I forgot that the game fakes you out by thinking, oh wait, they disappeared in their...
Yeah, the room resets when you exit and enter a room.
Yeah, I forgot that the game kind of faked you out with those little segments and being like, you could hide in there from the space pirates. Nope.
There's a space pirate already in there. Hey, Samus.
How's it going?
I regret nothing. But,
no, she shot us down this pit, sir. What should we do? Open up the escape doors. What?
Yeah. Give her the keys to everything. What? It's the only way.
There, you're the boss.
Space pirates are kind of morons.
Oh, they're idiots.
One thing that I do like, even in this zoomed out picture of this wall here, you can still see the tiny markings that we get a zoom in on the end of the game. It's like at the bottom right. I think you can see them somewhere in this scene.
Not here.
I could have sworn that or maybe it's in the background of the boss fight. Whatever the hell it's supposed to be called. We'll be seeing in just a second.
Yeah, I'll have to keep an eye out.
Because I'm pretty sure, this is where we fight that weird thing and then get the upgrades.
Yeah,
right? You can, to the left of Samus, you can see where she scribbled on the wall.
Yeah, you can see it, you're right. Absolutely.
Man, you know what? That close-up of Samus's face, I had an ew reaction just now, because she's drawn with Xenoblade Chronicles eyes. I hate those eyes.
I do too. So we have right here I'm guessing a precursor to the Chozo Ghost. This thing has pretty much been sent to test Samus's might. So you just shoot the glowing orb when it shows that symbol.
This boss fight's dumb.
Kind of reminds me of the Sigma fight from X1, honestly.
You say a precursor to the Chozo Ghost, but the team that does the 2D games and the teams that do the Metroid Prime games don't seem to see eye to eye on this.
No, but I like to think within the own series continuity, you know.
Yeah.
Not so much what the developer is intended or anything like that. It's just fun, it's just fun little things to connect.
We were talking about Sakamoto. He just straight up said the Prime games aren't canon, which pissed a lot of people off.
He's just jealous that Americans actually made good Metroid games.
Well, you know, the Metroid Prime series has a completely different style than, like, a completely different aesthetic style than Sakamoto's vision for it. Sakamoto's vision is a lot more smooth and rounded in terms of, like, armor design and stuff.
Yeah, but is that the reason why he says they're not canon, or is it because he didn't make them?
I think it's just he doesn't want to be like it. I think that's probably it. He doesn't.
If I didn't make it, it's not canon.
Well, it's just one of those things. If he'd been involved with Metroid since the beginning, you said, and these Prime games are not something he worked with. I think he resented like being like requested to have to incorporate elements from these games that he didn't work on into the series. I suppose. I'm guessing at motives for a man I've never met, so grain of salt, obviously. But it's just, you know, I can understand, like, you're working on this series, somebody works on a game that you have nothing to do with, and then they're like, and then it's just like, okay, incorporate this into your game, and it's like, no, I didn't make this. I don't want to do anything with it. You know, it's just one of those things.
At the same time, though, that kind of rings out to me as vanity, because even if someone else is like, okay, when comic book writers pass their comic books to different creative teams, and then eventually they work their way back around to that series or to using that character in another series, do they get pissy that they have to implement stuff that other writers did beforehand? Well, unless that writer was some, like, Ken Pender's tier terrible.
No, it's definitely, it is. You're right. It is vanity. It's just I understand why he would have issue with it, but going so far as to say no, this entire series of beloved games is not canon is obnoxious. I will agree.